So, last episode, we started off mission mode, off with a bit of a bang. Things might look a little bit different since, you know, we haven't even unlocked this yet at the time of recording. But yeah, you guys ready for a massive jumping difficulty? Because we get to use two new Pikmin types in this level. And yeah, I think this is more so the reason why you aren't required to get all platinums for the badge about collecting platinums. Because, well, this one's a little bit hard. Okay, I'm thinking that send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into that one, and then we'll just do that for now. Brittany, go deal with the yellows, and Alf can, Charlie can come down here. Sorry if I'm a little bit haphazard in my commentary, it's just that this level, out of all of them, is kind of hard. And I don't have quite a good enough routing for this to do it perfectly. Okay, so something to note with all these levels with multiple captains, and I believe that the first level is the only level in which you don't have multiple captains. Go here is a really excellent feature, and that is pretty much the way you go about getting platinums. Pretty much. It's just so helpful to know where things are and stuff. Okay, you go there. So we get some purples, which are the strongmen of the group. Okay, that is telling me that the bridge has just been finished. Okay, and then that means we'll get Charlie over here. Just doing that. Just kind of I'm trying to think of the words. Okay, now where do I want Charlie? You know what, I want Charlie here to get this apple back. Okay, I'm not gonna bother so much with the nugget piles for now, only because we can use whites for that, and that'll be really useful. So I'll get Brinny over here. Yeah, right, of course. You can't use go here mid-charge, which I just feel like is ever so slightly annoying. Get some Pikmin onto this apple, and then I don't know. Let's get all 7 of them onto that. Alf, Charlie can come over here. And then we're just gonna do this. I think for now, I'll keep a purple with me, only because we kind of need it. Okay, good. Charlie's back. So Charlie over. Yeah, I'll just get Alf over that way, only because, to be completely honest, getting things out of the water is probably going to be the best way to go about things. So that being said, I'll get Brady over this way. Charlie over here. So no, I'm just kind of missing something. Oh no, I'll get a purple onto that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. And then come back down this way. Okay. Now we just have the fun task of sending some whites onto this whole thing. And they will kind of be your nugget dispensary for now. The way you go about getting nuggets and stuff. Okay. Again, sorry about the not even intense focus, it's just... That's the thing I really want to note. I'll send Charlie back to base. That I will need to look up. Yeah, I'll do that as I kind of needed to do this. Okay, we don't have a lot of blues. But I think I'll just get Brenny over here so then we can pass some blues down to her. To be honest, we don't exactly want a whole lot of purples. I would just slow things down. Wait, no. Okay, there's an enemy corpse up there that we need to do. Where did I send Alf? So say I'm forgetting something, and the something is up here. That is definitely the thing with this level in particular. I always forget at least one thing. But I mean, with the structure of this level, it's kind of easy to do that. I feel. I'm just really hoping that I have some Pikmin actively on that. Okay. You speed that up, guys, please. I'll just wait. Let's have them on that, because we don't exactly want purples on carrying the nuggets, as they are the slowest in terms of carrying speed, and I did forget that one too. Okay, it's probably going to be down to the wire, just ever so slightly. But I mean, I think for a first attempt, it's pretty good. Like I said, this is a really hard level and just such a difficult increase. For like no good reason. Oh, just had to take a bit to do it. I really thought that we could just do the remix levels almost immediately. Okay, 3910. Probably not the best, but I mean, as I said before, this is a really hard level. Just for the second level, it's like, what? Why? But that is another platinum done. Okay. So I could be wrong. It's not the right one. Okay, yes, probably should have said this before. You can take a quick look at, the level itself with the copad, but, yeah. Okay, so 3 onions and 3 different points. Let's do this. I think after this I might practice the levels just a little bit more, only because, well, you know, quite like to be able to do these, I'm trying to think of the word without really thinking about it too much. A little bit weird that the starting point is up here, but I mean that's like fine. It's like whatever. Okay, I believe that should be the Arctic variant. Okay, I think for now we'll just send the wings onto that. Although, nah, it's fine. Again, I'm just gonna... I think 10 should be enough for whatever's down this way. Okay, it's these enemies, the squid things. I don't really remember the name, because like, it's not obvious. Well, I guess immediately obvious. Get the one that's alive, please. Okay. And then go back to base. Okay. Not really confident in the fact that we'll have yellows take on a Bobo by themselves, but I mean, it's fine, it's whatever. Get them onto that first. And then Brittany can do Brittany things. I think for now, tackle everything in the water and then I'll work my way out. With that being said, I could probably do a little bit of both. Okay. Water dumples, ever so slightly annoying, only because of that. Although it does make sense that they will get knocked off if they approach it from the front or the sides. I really want to know if like throwing would be best for them or something. Okay, that's good. Got that out of the way. Really couldn't have had it that they destroy defeat the water temples too. Just come over this way. I think this is like the first time I've ever gone this way for this. Although that being said, I don't think there's much of a point to not go this way. So, in there is a snaggerit. We can just leave that for bombs. Kind of forgot about the ball, to be honest. So yes, anytime there is bombs for you, it's probably going to be best to kind of rush your way to them. Being completely honest, also... Okay. Is that even not going to hit it? Okay, cool, it did. Again, trying to focus. I feel like I might be saying that quite a bit for these, but that's fine. I know there's a way you can get a snaggerit to eat a bomb, and doing that does kill it instantly. I'm just not entirely sure what the setup for that would be. I think for now, just throw them at the beak. Do that, I guess. That's the attack. Well, I mean... That didn't do anything? I'm really glad I left that to last, because like, what the hell? I think in my high school run, I did kind of grow up an army of pinks and then just dealt with everything that way. But I mean, what? Why? Okay, 4 down, 6 more to go. Do you need to remember that we'll need to come back and tackle a few levels? Okay. Don't forget level 7. So. Much like its normal version, the remix is just as hard, if not harder. Because if there's anything, if there's one thing that you have happen, forgetting stuff. And that does tend to happen quite a bit, especially since a lot of things are buried in the snow. And, well, Brinny's trapped for the moment. Okay, have Charlie on there, and then have Alf go this way. Brittany can just do Brittany things for the moment. Okay. To be completely honest, I don't entirely know how good or worth it, I should say, no, no. Okay, that, and then we can come down this way. So I'm hoping that we can just kind of throw Pikmin up and over. Okay, cool. And then whenever they're done with that, also we'll need... Just throw everyone up there. Just hope that's enough. The good thing this isn't Pikmin 4 and we won't eventually lose Pikmin via electricity. So, Brittany's just gonna be stuck here for the moment. Elf doesn't have access to... I was gonna say he doesn't have access to much of anything, but no, he does. Should be... right, Brittany can't really do anything here. Okay, this is kind of the thing with this area, is the fact that you would probably want to have bombs to save time for something. Especially when it comes to digging, but... I don't know. So the Crush Blat takes 12, and that's like a really awkward number. So I think for now, I'll get that. Have Charlie go back to base. Right now he's charging. Yeah. Do things. Right, Brittany's stuck there for the moment. I'm gonna just get things on that. This is definitely a little bit awkward in the fact that there's a lot of things going on and not a lot of them can kind of go quickly. It's definitely the way I wanted to word it, and why am I going this way? Right, that is why I'm going that way. Sure. If there wasn't stuff down there, I would say we could pretty easily just leave Brittany in there, but no. We need it there. We need them. Okay. So I think our end game for the moment is probably trying to get those purples, since those will help out quite a bit. But can't exactly do that at the moment. I mean, nothing's stopping us, it's just that there's a lot. Yeah. leave 3 because I believe that's a strawberry. I think that's what that is. Okay. Oh, okay, it could just be a cherry, that too. That helps, actually. Less Pikmin that we have to drop behind. Let's do that because, well, please don't tell me we need yellows. Okay, cool. I have done that with reds before, but okay, that. We need to be a little bit careful with the bomb rocks there. Alright, let's send some yellows onto this. Probably should have picked up some bomb rocks, but that's fine. Okay. I believe this is an apple. Wait, no, that's the apple. Just have the purples carry back the big stuff. Let's quickly do a sweep around it. Okay, cool. I believe that's a cherry, which is a very evenly placed cherry, I might add, because it's in between two enemies. It's like, why? Please tell me that takes 5. Of course. Going about this the completely wrong way. Apologies if I'm a little bit silent, I'm just trying to focus on all of this. Okay, cool, they didn't get it. That's fun. Right, of course, the nugget piles. And yes. Okay, well, that could have gone much better, but I mean, for a first attempt, that was okay. Because this very much is a level where you need to have like a set plan and kind of stick to it, sort of deal. And that's one thing I did not do, so if you don't mind me, I'll run this back. These will more so be generic tips than just level specific, but you can use them whenever, and on this level as well. But take note to learn the layout of the level itself. There's a lot to collect, and some of it is buried, so it can be hard to route around things that aren't immediately visible at a simple glance, and can be easily passed over. Thankfully, The copad shows you what exactly is buried in the snow, so use that to throw exactly the amount of the treasure will need to be carried back, or some more if you want. Speeds. Rocks, yellows and whites all have faster digging speeds, so whenever you can, use those types to speed up the process of retrieving treasure. However, bomb rocks can immediately dig out any treasure that's buried below, so it might be worth considering whether or not you want to spend some time collecting bombs to shorten the time it would take to collect some buried treasure. But do you save some bombs for digging, or do you use them on some enemies to down them quickly? And finally, make use of the levels verticality / just try eating things. This level contains a slight bit of verticality, meaning it might be worth to either throw some Pikmin down to something as you're on your way to something else, or to throw them up to something to cut out a trip somewhere else. Also, don't forget that you can throw your happens around, and conveniently enough, the two ends of the circular path around the lake happen to be close by. Close enough to throw your captains across it. Okay. Not so bad. I definitely feel like I could have done better. It was definitely a lot of waiting around on that one, but a platinum is a platinum. Is a platinum. Okay, just 2 more levels to go. Technically a whole lot more when, you know, in the time events of this episode, but, you know, the time of recording, it's only just 2 more. But next episode we'll get a little bit thirsty, exchanging some heat. Yeah, exchanging the heat for some cold. Or maybe just the other way around. I don't know what I'm talking about. But until then, that has been I'll see you.